straight out the lighthouse movie.
I go by Yisrael, 12 tribes representing. Uncommon conscious music through your studios. Listen, I don't be cooking crack in my homeboy's kitchen. I be about that information, share it with my brethren. You won't see me on no block, serving fiends, catching cases. You'll see me on the web, learning about registration. Trying to search about my nationality and heritage, then research about history and what this shit was carrying. I think my people were slaves in the days of the Constitution, labeled them as livestock. Tagged us, beat us, kept us moving, treated us with brutality and kept the world puking. Then promised slave rights, apologies and retributions. That Negro act is still valid and they using it. That's why I gotta make this Yisrael music. That Negro act is still valid and they using it. That's why I gotta make this Yisrael music. This is Young Yisrael Nation and I got a message that come from the streets. We can no longer be silent. We can no longer be weak. We can no longer suffer defeats from Edomites be what they want us to be. We gotta be the most high chosen nation, cause that's the nation we was chosen to be. We gotta be the most fearless, but we gotta keep up your laws though. I don't know if y'all can hear this, but I'm spitting truth through these bars, bro. If you focus, you can see them. Genocide and I see them. Constantine and his Roman friends, the first council in Nicaea. But as far as these Romans go, when the deep is all this Yisrael united, a kingdom, awakening, a nation. Leave it in there. Leave it in there. Leave it in there. That's hard. Yeah. Welcome back to another great episode. Yisrael United. We back on the earth, baby. Here we is. Hey, I'm your brother Yekabin. You know what I'm saying? I got my crew with me today. Why don't y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Hey y'all, it's Cash.
What's up, guys? Divine.
What's up? It's Ben Yekabin.
That's right. Hey, for y'all newcomers who don't know who he is, you know what I'm saying? This is, like I said, Yisrael United. We're a podcast that's all about awareness. We talk about the Bible, you know what I'm saying? We break that deal down. And we let y'all comment on it too. Hey, somebody spit that number out for them people who want to call us.
314-339-9759. Hit the line.
Anytime you want to, just to call and say something to us, you know, that's all good. We welcome all that good stuff. So, today, what we gonna focus on in scripture? Well, let me see. How everybody been doing this week? Everybody been good? Everybody good?
Yeah, it's cool week.
Okay, cool.
Ooh, yeah, it was alright.
Alright. So, who know what we went over last week?
Me.
Alright, we'll break it on down.
So we went over Jacob coming across Esau. Well, Esau coming across Jacob, he caught up with him. He ain't trusted, so he told him to go one way and he went the other way.
Okay.
They went to a land. I forgot what the land was called. And then Esau went to the other land. Then he told him to go, thinking he was gonna meet him there. But he hit him with the okie doke. Then
Why did he double cross his brother though?
cause his brother had said he was gonna kill him when he seen him. So yeah, that's what happened with that.
All right, keep going. Yeah, we live.
Something happened after that. What happened after that?
Jania.
Oh yeah, his sisters. Well, his Jacob's daughter got defiled by some raped by some, what was they, Hamites?
Yeah. That was Canaanite.
Canaanites.
Canaanites.
They still African.
Yeah, all right, yeah, Canaanites. And Jacob's sons tricked, who was it, Simeon and Reuben?
Simeon and Reuben, what they do?
Simeon and Levi, my bad.
Okay, what they do?
They tricked the dudes into getting themselves circumcised, thinking that they was finna join the nation. But instead of like having them join the nation, they killed all of them for defiling their sister or raping their sister.
It wasn't just Simeon and Levi. I think it was 11 at the time. All 11 at the time.
Simeon and Levi, they did kill them.
Yeah, but they all tricked them.
They all tricked
I thought it
them
was
into
just
getting
but I thought it
circumcised.
was just Simeon and
Yeah,
Levi
that
that
was
did
Simeon and
kill
Levi.
them.
that
Yeah, they
killed them
did.
all.
Just
But
killed them all.
they probably wasn't by themselves. I can say that. Probably was just them and some people behind them.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what happened.
You missed the very ending of it.
Yeah, so
Then the
like,
ending of it.
What was Jacob's reaction?
I don't remember.
So
Jacob reacting.
Jacob found out that who was that? Simeon and Levi killed all of the Hamites, those Africans from, because after they found out their sister was raped, of course they did that anyway. Jacob found out about that, and then once he found out, he was like, dang, basically, we gotta leave now. Simeon and Levi was like, why? Why? Why we gotta leave? He was like, yeah, I went ahead and killed these people. Now they people's gonna be after us. Like, why would y'all do that? Basically, y'all should have waited. So that was his reaction, and now they trying to figure out what was they supposed to do. That was their sister that was in that type of. Yeah.
Okay. Back to you. Finish it up.
Right, I don't know what happened after that.
But we didn't mention that Jacob's name did change.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. So tell me about it.
So when it was a couple of episodes back,
Oh.
and when Jacob had fought the messenger, and the messenger changed the name
I do remember that.
to Israel. That was
Yeah.
last episode. I thought
Yeah, that was last
All right, so
episode.
let's recap.
I remember that. Let me recap it. I got
How
it.
you gonna read
My
it?
bad. She opened the door for my memory.
Okay, well, go ahead then.
So Jacob got into a fight with a dude. He ain't know who it was. It was just a man that came out the dark or something, and he fought him to the daybreak. And then the dude broke his hip bone. His what they call it, the sinew.
This is new.
Yeah, that's why you don't eat that part, because he broke it.
That's right.
But what is a snoo in
What is that at? What's that?
Yo, the muscle connecting
It's tendons and ligaments.
I don't know if it's a tendon or a ligament.
It is, and it's a joint. That's what your tendons and ligaments are. Your joints.
All right.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that you don't eat the tenements and ligaments.
All right.
But I ain't done. On top of that, after he got done fighting him, he told him to bless him. For some odd reason, he told him to bless him, and the dude blessed him, and he changed his name to Yisrael. And then at the end of the squabble and all that, I remember he told him he asked him what his name was, and what he say? He said,
Why you
ask my name?
Right. So we got that. All right, that's good. All right. So now, what we at, Kez? Is that everything?
Yes, that was everything. So
Alright.
now we start in Genesis chapter 35, verse 1.
All right, so everybody get y'all books out. Everybody get y'all scriptures out. We at Genesis 35. Genesis chapter 35, verse 1. Here we go.
And the Most High said unto Jacob, Arise, go up to Bethel, and dwell there, and make me an altar unto me, that appeared unto thee when thou fleddest from the face of Esau thy brother. Then Jacob said unto his household, and to all that were with him, Put away the strange gods that are among you, and be clean, and change your garments, and let us arise and go up to Bethel. And I will make there an altar unto the Most High, who answered me in the day of my distress, and was with me in the way which I went. And they gave unto Jacob and all the strange gods which were in their hand, and all their earrings, and which were in their ears, and Jacob hid them under a oak which was by Shechem. And they joined, and the terror of the Most High was upon the cities that were around them, and they did not pursue after the sons of Jacob. So
I'm lost already. I don't know what's going on. Somebody gotta break that down so I can get that. What's going on?
So sound like Jacob. Okay, so they did just say Jacob ran from Esau after that situation when he told Esau that he was gonna come meet him. What was that?
they was gonna meet in, I forgot what the land was.
It's something. It was something. It's something.
Okay, so
The land of Sarah.
okay,
Yeah,
so
so
chapter wait. So chapter 34 ended off with
a fight.
with Simeon and Levi destroying that town because of what they did to their sister.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob was mad and he was like, "Why y'all do that?" And they was like, "Should we let her be treated like a whore?"
Yeah.
All right, and that's how it ended, right?
Yeah.
Now 35, it then jumped back to Esau.
No, it's still with Jacob, and the Most High came to Jacob and told him to go to Bethel, go back to Bethel. I believe that's where Abraham was, or where he was, where Isaac was.
Okay.
So it was his land, and the Most High told him to go back to Bethel. And since Jacob did have a lot more servants from that land, like the wives and all the cattle and stuff, they was serving different gods, and Jacob told them to leave that stuff alone.
Kind of like what we doing now.
Yes.
Damn, that sounds familiar. All right.
Yeah, so basically, like, they was doing different religions in that land.
So that's what's going on.
Yes.
Okay. So where we at?
We're about to start verse 6, but also before that, they also described how when they was on their journey to Bethel, the other surrounding cities did not mess with Jacob and his kin and his sons because the Most High had them.
Why did it say he fled from Esau though?
He was describing to make a temple just like the one he made when he first ran from Esau about 20 years ago.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That's cool. All right, that's good. Now I can kind of get it, cause reading out this scripture, man, it got language in there that I don't really understand, man. It kind of throw me for a loop, so I gotta ask questions, man, to get it broken down for me. I appreciate that. Continue, please.
So Jacob came to Luz, which is in the land of Canaan, that is Bethel, he and all the people that were with him, and he built there an altar and called that place Eth Bethel, because the Most High appeared unto him when he fled from the face of his brother. But Deborah, Rebekah's nurse, died, and she was buried beneath Bethel under an oak. And the name of it was called Alon Bethel. And the Most High appeared to Jacob again when he came out of Paddan Aram and blessed him. And the Most High said unto him, Thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name.
Okay, so I want to stop and focus on that point, and you got to put some. I can't ask you to put no bass in your voice. Here, you do that. You gotta read that, son. Read that for me, yo.
Verse 9.
Yeah. Not verse 9. I want to start at verse 10. I want you to tell me who's saying this, though.
Alright. And the Most High said to him, Your name is Jacob. No longer shall your name be Jacob called, but Israel shall be your name. So he called his name Israel.
Who called him that?
The Most High.
You know what I'm saying? So,
But so who's that man? That's where it goes back to that.
There was a messenger. But if you
But
put
was
two
it a messenger or was it the Most High?
that's what I'm saying. So it was the messenger. It was a messenger of the Most High. You know, the Most High worked through people.
Yeah. But then that still goes to why he asked for his name. Why did Jacob ask for his name?
Because his faith already showed him who he was. He already knew who he was. He already held him down. Remember, he held him down, was wrestling with him. He was like, bless me, man. I ain't letting you go till you bless me. So he already knew who he was wrestling. That's what he tried. So, look at
Yeah,
So all right. He already knew who he was wrestling. Somebody go back, Cash, go back to and tell us what did he pray and ask the Most High for. And tell us what the situation was again. Because we got some confusion in the earth.
yeah, absolutely. Because
No,
is
that's
it the
all right.
messenger or
That's all right because we didn't elaborate on that enough when we talked about it. So we really need to talk about it and get that confusion out the earth.
Okay, so the situation, I'm still looking for the place, but the situation was Jacob.
So tell us where you at in scripture so everybody can look.
I didn't get there yet.
Now it's just a couple of chapters back, y'all. Just bear with us just for a second. We're gonna clear this air with this. Tell us what the situation was.
I know the situation was Jacob had just left Laban, which is his uncle from his mama's side,
Yeah.
and he was going to the land where Esau was. And the reason why he left Esau and his family was because Esau was trying to kill him.
Yeah.
And when he seen that he's going towards the land of Esau, he had split his tribe up into two. Had one in the front and one in the back.
Yeah.
And he sent one ahead because he already knew Esau was still looking for him even after 20 years of being away from him. And when he split his tribe up, he knew that one of them was not going to make it. So that's when he went to the Most High and asked him, can he watch over them, make sure they live, because if they don't live, then how he gonna be the father of many nations, like the promise was.
Absolutely. Now, when he asked the Most High that, read 32, chapter 32, verse 1.
And Jacob went on his way, and the angels of the Most High met him. And when Jacob saw them, he said, is this the Most High's host?
He didn't say. There ain't no question. What did he say?
And said, this is the Most High's host.
So he knew what camp he was at. All right? Keep reading.
And he called the name of the place Malachi. And Jacob sent messengers before him to Esau his brother unto the land of Seir and country of Edom. And he commanded them, saying, this shall ye speak unto my Most High Esau, my Lord Esau, thy servant Jacob saith us.
Well, no. I just wanted you to focus on where he knew where he was at, that land he was in.
Yeah.
So he knew where he was at. Now he prayed to his father and he asked him, right? He asked him, how you gonna let me get destroyed in this land, right? Because he knew what land he was at. Now somebody go to find out where he was wrestling with this angel.
I might already know.
Read it.
Want me to start from the beginning of it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
When he
It's
was
verse
alone,
24.
when he was alone in the woods,
Yeah.
and he met that angel.
So it said,
Tell everybody where you at.
I'm at chapter 32. That's Genesis 32, verse 24.
All right.
And it says, and Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh. and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint as he wrestled with him.
Mhm.
And he said, Let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me.
Now, why did he ask him that?
That's the question. But why did he ask him that?
Well, with what we just read, we did know that he was in the land of the Most High. He know that the Most High worked in that land.
But still,
Frequently.
the man. How do he know who the man was? Is it a messenger or is it the Most High?
So
Or
if
through
the land
messenger?
is the Most High's host, meaning the Most High is there frequently, all the time, anyone can be a messenger of the Most High.
So
And,
he knew he was operating in that land.
and it's strange that someone can just come up there and pick a fight with him, and he can beat them with a sprained hip bone, out of place hip bone.
And you don't
But he
know.
was blessed
Well,
by the
well
man.
check it out. Check it out. Put yourself back then. Was preachers or pastors or prophets? How did they look? How did a messenger of the Most High look?
You can't tell. You can never tell.
Obviously, you can, because when they came to Abraham, he knew.
But dang, I mean, I don't
When
know.
he came to Lot, he
Yeah.
knew. So it's got to be some type of signatures on them that's letting them know that they are messengers of the Most High. It's something
I mean,
telling
unless
them
they unless they say something or do something to let you know.
that. Well, you don't know what the situation was. You just know that he was alone there, and this dude came up to him. You don't know what they got the banging for.
Right.
That's what I was going to ask. Did Jacob initiate the wrestling, or did the messenger initiate?
It don't say.
Well, it just said that Jacob was left alone, and dude, messenger approached him, and they got to wrestling.
So I would think that Jacob started wrestling so he could get blessed. If that's the case.
I mean, I don't know. It's a lot thought to be left up in the air. But
Because he
what?
trying to get away.
I don't
He
know.
was trying to
Saying
get
the
away,
messenger
like, nah.
approached him. to
Right,
bless me.
right. So let's just look at the facts, though. Let's look at the facts, though. What happened? Let's look at the facts. He was at a confusion because of the Laban situation and
Right.
the Esau situation.
Right.
And he was distressed, so he was like very stressed out.
That's the facts. Let's look at the facts. The facts is he was left alone. He was alone in a place where he was contemplating. He was alone. He was by himself. Right? That's what we
Right.
know.
To put like in imagination terms, just imagine yourself like stressing out on the toilet or something, trying to be at peace.
Girl, did you just say on the toilet?
I mean, look, to think, you do your most thinking on the toilet, and then all of a sudden, some
We go to
strangers
my
just come
office.
up and just, and some strangers just come up and bang on the door talking about get up. That's gonna cause a fight because you already distressed and trying to be in peace.
Man, you know how long it took?
That's how I thought about it, and that's how the fight started.
All right, so the facts is that the messenger approached Jacob, right?
Right.
And they got the banging. Regardless of what they got the banging for, they got the banging. Jacob knew he was banging with somebody. He was fighting somebody who can offer him or who can bless him,
Oh, well,
If he didn't know that,
he wouldn't have.
he wouldn't have asked for no blessing.
Right.
You on the shitter and you banging with somebody that had you wipe your ass. Now you fighting this motherfucker. And you got them in a place where now you got them now. And they like, let me go. You like, you just got me off the shit and you tell me you finna bless me.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I mean, you gotta just look at the facts. We don't know if he was on the shit or not, Karen.
Nah, that's just how I imagined it.
Nasty. All right. We know he was alone in the wilderness. Then he got approached by a messenger.
Right.
And they got to fighting and he overcame. He got his blessing and the messenger changed his name.
Yeah.
What do we know before all of this, though? Let's see if we can bring this full circle.
Like before the fight happened?
Do
Or-
we not know that the Most High had promised Abraham something?
Yeah. He did promise.
Somebody tell me what he promised Abraham.
To be the king of all nations.
Did he promise? Did he promise Isaac something?
Yeah.
What did he promise him?
Oh no, did he king Isaac to be the king of many nations, but gave Abraham the promise of being the father of multiple.
Okay, let's get it right. Abraham's promise was what?
I believe his promise was to be the father of many people because he couldn't have kids and he was worried about having kids. So he had to be the father of all the.
He had to be the father of many nations. He said he was gonna have as many kids as the
As the
sands
sea.
of grains as on the beach, right? Sands of grains is you know, that shit, right?
Yes.
Don't have a lot of damn kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
What did he promise Isaac?
He was gonna be the father of many great nations, his chosen nation.
And
And he was gonna have. Well, no, that's Jacob.
see, y'all forgetting he keep adding things to these covenants, to these promises.
So the 12 kings, or
That's Ishmael.
okay,
You got that confused last week.
all right.
Ishmael's promise was the 12 princesses.
Okay, so Jacob is Isaac's son, right? And then
Jacob
Esau
is Isaac's son. So we ain't got to Jacob's promise yet. I'm asking, what is Isaac's promise?
Okay.
Wasn't it to be the father of many nations?
And
All of his, didn't he get the same promises as all of his?
Oh, he was going to be the father of many nations, and all the other nations around his nations was going to rule under him.
he was right. All the other nations was going to be blessed through him,
Well, blessed
through his seeds.
Yeah.
And he was also promised that the Most High's chosen nation wasn't going to come through Ishmael's lineage, but through Isaac's seed. That was a promise. So now when we get to Isaac's seed, who is what?
Jacob and it's Esau.
Jacob and Esau, which brings us to the Jacob and Esau story. What happened in that story?
Esau.
gave away his birthright.
Yeah.
Esau gave away his birthright to Jacob. Also, Jacob got Esau's blessing from Isaac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Most High's chosen nation was chosen through Jacob with this wrestling of this angel. Y'all don't see how all of this is coming down?
Yeah.
So what did Jacob ask the Most High? You just
Why
said
they-
it.
to be saved from his brother, to make sure he keep him alive so he can be the king of the many nations.
What was he reminding the Most High of?
His promise he made to his grandfather and
Which was
father
what?
to be the king of many nations
And
and to be a blessing.
go back to where he talked to the Most High and where he asked him that.
It
Go
was,
back to where he asked him that and tell me, what did he ask the Most High?
It was Genesis 32 verse 9. And Jacob said, "Oh, the Most High of my father Abraham, and the Most High of my."
So he's reminding him, oh, the Most High, he's got his title. He's already know who he talking to. You gotta know who you talking to, because it's many God. Anybody could be your, anything can be your God. Anything you worship can be your God. So he's describing who he's talking to. My father of Abraham. That's how the Most High come. He's like, I'm the father of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But we on Jacob right now. So Jacob is like, oh, my father of Abraham and of my father Isaac. That's how he's asking. He's coming to him. What is he asking him?
The Most High which saidest unto me, return to thy country and to thy kindred, and I will deal with thee. Am I not worthy of at least all the mercies and all the truth which thou hast sued unto thy servant, for which my staff I pass over this Jordan, and I will become two bands. Deliver me, I pray thee, from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau, for I fear him, lest he will come and smite me and the mother with the children. And thou saidest, I will surely do thee good, and make thy seed as the sand of the sea, which cannot be numbered for multitude.
Right. So he's reminding him of that covenant. How am I going to have your protection? Because I know I'm your chosen nation. I know I'm the one that you just chosen. How am I going to have your protection if he finna come kill me? Your will can't be done if I'm dead. So he know who he is. So now we going back to when he's wrestling with this angel or with this messenger.
Right.
He know who he is. Now he gotta know who this messenger is. Because what did the messenger change his name to?
Yisrael.
Yisrael.
Which means
And
what?
It's in
For
here.
I
Where
have
is it?
seen the face of. Before that.
For as a prince hast thou power with the Most High, and with men hath prevailed. Well, that's what it's saying in the book.
It says something before that. As for
It says-
the prince has thou power with the Most High, with the man has prevailed.
Yeah, but in here it says, well, before that, it's just saying that thou name. Well, he said, yeah, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Yisrael, and then gave the meaning.
Right. Which means what? Tell what y'all mean to say. Because they gotta mean the same thing.
We got the same book.
Yeah, we got the same thing. I
We
say
got
it
the
though.
same book.
So, for as a prince hast thou power with the Most High, and with men and hast prevailed.
Right. So he's proclaiming him.
Okay.
He's proclaiming him. The confusion still there?
No.
We see how he know who he was wrestling.
Yep.
Because it's all getting reminded of this covenant. Because it's working all the way down to this nation of people who's supposed to do this certain thing.
Okay.
You see? Now let's go ahead and read a little further and see if that'll give us a little more information on what's going on. Where we at? Because I know we did a little bit of talking.
Still in Genesis chapter 35.
Verse 10.
Yes, we'll start verse 10. And the Most High said unto him, Thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Yisrael shall be thy name. And he called his name Yisrael. And the Most High said unto him, I am the Almighty Most High. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of all nations shall be of thee, and the king shall come out of the lions.
So I want to stop you right there at 11. He said, I am the Most High. Read that again for me in your book, what it says.
And the Most High said unto him, I am the Almighty Most High.
And in my book, it gives a name for that. It says El Shaddai or El Shaddai, which it means the Most High. What do you say? Almighty.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go back to that when he's talking to in the Moses story. He's gonna remind Moses of that name right there. I want everybody to remember that. But go ahead.
Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and the king shall come out the loins.
Stop. Now, does that give us a little more clarification? We don't even know what was said there. Somebody go bring that to me in the words that I can get. What was just said there?
That
From verse
Jacob.
9 all the way down to 12. What was said?
So the Most High told Jacob that his name is going to change to Yisrael,
Mhm.
which is the name that the messenger gave him before.
Yeah.
So he already know what it meant. And he's making a promise to him that he made with Jacob and I'm sorry, not with Jacob, but with Abraham and Isaac, that he's going to be the king of many nations. And he's basically letting him know that only a part of your nations is gonna come from you. Everything's gonna come from you, but it's gonna be one part of your nation, a company out of your nations that's gonna arise. And then he said, but it's gonna come from you, out of your loins.
Well, read it again. Read 11 again.
And the Most High said unto him, I am the Almighty Most High. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins.
Now, is that what you were saying?
No.
Exactly. So tell me what that means.
So, all the kings is going to come from him, meaning his son's going to be kings. And the nation is going to be brought forth from his sons.
So that right there is stamping it. That's stamping the Most High's covenant with Jacob. Do you see how it all just came full circle with that?
Yeah.
No, you don't. Tell me how you see that.
So
I feel the confusion.
it's hard. It's hard to explain, but I can see it.
Well, break it down to me. Come on, somebody. Hey, break it down to me. I want to know it.
So it's gonna be real hard for me to explain.
So we
I
know
got
about
I already know
I got it.
what?
from when the fight
Well, all
happened.
right, hold on. You starting where you get twisted up at. You help them out since you got it. All right, go ahead.
So I already know the situation with the fight, that it was a messenger. So he knew it was a messenger.
Well, starting back with the covenants, though. You don't
With the
see how it's all reminding them of the covenant.
Yeah,
So the
but he had
covenant
on.
started with Abraham.
Yeah, but he added on with each, like when he added on Isaac.
Yeah, it got added. Yeah, add-ons.
Right
Yeah,
after Isaac, now he added on his sons.
yeah.
To be kings, and basically they will have many nations as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right. Well, it's
So-
the many nations thing is still that's Abraham.
Yeah, so I see how it's within the family, though.
Right.
I feel like it's going down. It started with Abraham, how he's going to be the father of many nations. And then with Isaac, how he's going to also be the father of many nations, and all the other nations are going to be blessed through him. And then now with Jacob, he is actually going to be like the nations are coming from him. It's coming
And then it
directly
sound like
from
it's
him.
a promise with his sons as well, because he did just say his sons is going to be kings, and they're going to have.
So
many
we are
nations.
we are made up of kings, prophets. We are.
Yeah,
We're not in our proper place. We're not following the laws that we're supposed to be following. But I mean, even without that, look at us. We set trends everywhere. Everybody want to be us. Period. But anyway, we ain't even talk about that. Now, the thing of it is, he's reminding them of all them covenants, of the covenant, and that covenant is coming to light.
Right.
So going back to when he was wrestling with this angel or with this messenger, you see how he knew who he was wrestling with?
Yeah, I see now.
Because he already knew what it was. He already know he's supposed to be of this certain lineage, under this certain covenant.
Right.
You don't think Abraham was breaking it down? You don't think they already knew that?
I mean, yeah.
You don't think the people of the land already knew what the Most High through when Abraham? Let's
Yeah, of
think
course
about
they
what
gonna-
we done learned already.
Yeah, of course
Let's
they
not
gonna know who
forget.
they is. I mean, know who he is. They
So you don't think they know who the Most High is through him?
they supposed to. So yeah, they know who he is.
Right. So Jacob know who he is.
Right.
He knew who he was wrestling.